I'm 98 years old. 98. I've buried my wife. I've buried my best friends. I've buried two of my own children, and I'm still here, still breathing, still sitting on this porch every morning, wondering why the good Lord hasn't called me home yet. And you know what I think? I think He's keeping me here to tell you something. Something I wish someone had told me when I was your age. When I was 20 years old and thought I knew everything. I didn't know nothing, none of us did, and by the time we figured it out, most of our life was already gone. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. When I was 22, I wanted to start a furniture business. I had the skills. My daddy taught me carpentry since I was 8 years old. I could build you a table so beautiful it'd make you cry. But I waited. I said, next year, when I save a little more money. Then I said, after the baby comes. Then I said, when the economy gets better. You know when I finally started that business? Never. I never started it. I worked in a factory for 40 years instead. 40 years of building someone else's dream. And that furniture business, it lived and died right here inside my chest. The perfect moment doesn't exist. It's a lie we tell ourselves because we're scared. Every moment you're waiting is a moment you're wasting. The people you love will not be here forever. Neither will you. My wife Eleanor, she was the prettiest girl in 3 counties. We were married 61 years. 61 years. And you know what I remember most? Not the anniversaries, not the big celebrations. I remember Tuesday mornings. I remember her humming while she made coffee. I remember the way she'd pat my hand when I was worried about something. And I remember all the times I said, not now. All the times I was too busy, too tired, too distracted by things that don't matter anymore. She's been gone 7 years now. And I would give everything I own, everything, for one more Tuesday morning. Don't wait. Tell them today. Hold them today. Because later is not a promise. It's a gamble. Your body is not a rental car. Stop treating it like one. When you're young, you feel invincible. I used to drink whiskey like water, smoke a pack a day, eat whatever I wanted, never exercised a day in my life until I was 50, and then your body starts sending you bills. With interest, the heart attack at 58, the diabetes at 64, the knees that won't let me walk to the mailbox without pain. Everything you're doing to your body right now, you're going to feel it. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next year, but you will feel it. I got friends who took care of themselves. They're playing golf, traveling, picking up their grandchildren, and I'm sitting on this porch because my legs won't carry me much further. You only get one body, one. And when it breaks down, there's no trading it in for a new model. Most of the things you're worried about right now won't matter in 10 years. And they definitely won't matter in 70. You're worried about that promotion, about what your coworkers think, about that argument you had last week. Let me tell you something. I can't remember a single thing I was stressed about in 1955. Not one thing. But I was stressed. Lord, I was stressed. I'd lay awake at night worrying about bills, worrying about my reputation, worrying about things I can't even recall now. All that worry, all that anxiety. It was stealing my joy, stealing my peace, for problems that solved themselves or didn't matter in the first place. On your deathbed, you will not be thinking about quarterly reports. You'll be thinking about moments, people, love. That's it. So stop giving your energy to things that won't be at your funeral. Forgiveness is not for them. It's for you. I had a brother, James. We had a falling out in 1972 over our father's inheritance. Stupid money argument. We didn't speak for 15 years. 15 years. And you know what? I don't even remember what the argument was really about anymore, but I remember the pride, the stubbornness, the "I'll never apologize" first. James died in 1987, heart attack. He was 62 years old. I didn't get to say goodbye. Didn't get to tell him I was sorry. Didn't get to tell him I loved him despite everything. And I've carried that stone in my chest for almost 40 years now. That's what unforgiveness does. It doesn't hurt the other person. They're moving on, living their life. It hurts you. It rots you from the inside. Whoever you're angry at right now, let it go. Not for them, for you. Life is too short to carry that weight. Money is important, but it's not what you think. I've been poor, real poor. No food in the refrigerator poor, and I've been comfortable. Had a nice house, 2 cars, money in the bank. And let me tell you something that might surprise you. There's a number, a point where more money stops making you happier. Once your basic needs are met, once you're not worried about keeping the lights on, everything else is extra. I've known rich men who were miserable and poor men who were full of joy. The difference wasn't in their wallets. It was in their hearts. Make enough to live with dignity. Then spend the rest of your energy on things money can't buy. Peace, purpose, people who love you. Don't sacrifice your family at the altar of your career. That's a trade you will regret. This is the most important one. Start today. Not tomorrow, today. I've told you 6 things. And right now, some of you are nodding your heads thinking, "That's good advice. I'll remember that." No, you won't. You'll watch this video. You'll feel something for a few minutes. And then you'll go right back to doing exactly what you've been doing. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm trying to wake you up. Because that's what I did. For decades, I heard good advice, I agreed with it, and I did nothing. Don't be like me. Don't wait until you're 98 years old, sitting on a porch full of regret. Today, call the person you've been meaning to call. Start the thing you've been putting off. Tell someone you love them. Take care of your body, whatever it is, today. Because one day, today, will be all you have left. I've lived 98 years. I've seen wars, I've seen miracles, I've seen tragedy and triumph. And if I could go back and tell 20-year-old George just one thing, I'd say, "The clock is already ticking, young man. It's been ticking since the day you were born, and it doesn't stop. It doesn't slow down. It doesn't care about your plans or your excuses. Don't waste it. This life, this precious short life. Don't waste it on fear. Don't waste it on regret. Don't waste it waiting for the perfect moment. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a sunset to watch."